guys, welcome back to the Atypical Declutter Game. My name is April and you are at Atypical Life. Today is day 20 and today I recommend that you be a know-it-all. One of the coolest things about decluttering that does not get enough press is that if you do a full house declutter, or you're just a full room declutter or a full drawer declutter, you will know what and where everything in your house is. The attention that it takes to go through and attempt to declutter those boxes in the attic or the dark corners of your closet or the rando drawers seems to commit the items to memory, especially if you attempt to group like-ish items together as you're putting the keep items back. You may not know exactly which box the vase you inherited from grandma is, but you can probably know that all the stuff you inherited from grandma is in the corner of the attic. I would say that most people that talk about decluttering would recommend to do the decluttering before you do a detailed organization, and I totally agree with that. But I also think that the decluttering process is the perfect time to start grouping like things together and creating the foundations for a more detailed organization in the future, if that's your goal, of course. For a lot of people, just loosely having the items grouped together is all the organization that they need to feel put together. I'm kind of one of those people. I don't need super detailed organization. I just need things to be mostly where they're supposed to be. If you live with other people, but you are the primary caretaker of the house, here is a quick tip. If you decide to create a new home for a group of items that others in the house will be using or looking for, communicate to them that you moved things right off the bat. Don't forget, put it on your to-do list. Make sure that they heard you, so make sure that you didn't just tell them as they were walking by you in the hallway. Look them in the eyes, make sure that they heard you, and then put a label on it, at least for a little while, because you want to give everyone time to adjust to this thing's new home. Go ahead and prepare yourself when you are asked where something is for the 100th time, because it's going to happen. But put that label on it. That label will help so much because people walk by and they subconsciously, they see that label and then it just helps, believe me. So I feel like this topic might have felt a little bit more like it was about organization, but decluttering should really be that first step to getting organized. And the benefit of going through your house occasionally is dramatic. Another more detailed step to this is to consider making an inventory. I personally have really mixed feelings about the usefulness of this because inventories take a really long time to not only create, but then there's this other long time commitment to maintain them. So I think that inventories, I have a couple of inventories, but I think that they are a lot of work. I just attempted, though, the reason I even mention this is because I just attempted to read a book about decluttering, and that was pretty much the advice. It was basically catalog your entire house on paper and make notes, and then declutter from that. Personally, I feel like this is such a time-wasting way to go about it, but there can be categories where this inventory idea is useful, especially categories that you see yourself maybe as a collector, so you can't see everything at one time. Categories that you might overbuy in. For me, makeup is a category that I keep and it's on my phone, and if I'm at the store and I'm tempted, I can look and see that I have 37 blushes. I recently did one for my son's clothing, so I would know roughly what I needed to purchase every season. This was a really good one because he's still at that age where he outgrows things every year, so I've had to rebuy every season, and I'm like, you don't know what to buy every year. Like, how many pairs of shorts does he need? How many shirts did we have last year? That was a good amount. So that's been very helpful to have that inventory to refer to. Like, I need 6 or 8 t-shirts. I don't know what the number is, but this has been super helpful. But it's time consuming to maintain. So every time I buy something, it has to go on the inventory. Every time I let something go, I have to say, we don't have that anymore. So it's a thing. So keeping an inventory for this category is actually saving me more money than time. And the goal for my decluttering a lot of times is money, but it's really about time saving and mess chaos. Like, I want to reduce the chaos in my house. So decluttering, using an inventory, and as far as decluttering goes, it's just kind of a wash because I don't think it really saves as much time. as it helps maybe just to prevent bringing extra things in. I might bring up inventories again in another video because I do think there's some ways that it can be helpful in the right framework. But yeah, that's where I'm at on inventories right now. Anyway, so let me know, have you ever tried to inventory anything in your house? What was the results? Did you think it took a lot of extra time? And also, I think it's important to say that it depends on how much stuff you have. If you don't have a lot of stuff, it's not that hard to inventory. But then if you don't have that much stuff and it's not that hard to inventory, then it won't take that long to just go through it. And I don't know. Come on, help me out. Actually, tell me where I'm wrong. That's what I would love. If anybody has a really good reason of why I'm wrong, and inventorying would be the way to approach this, because I am very curious to hear another opinion on the pro side of this. Okay. All right. So today's items don't really fit any sort of theme, and I don't really have much to say about them other than they are decluttered. There's 10 items here, but it is day 20, and this is 200 items. I have a little surprise at the end of this series if I can ever get it done, but just to see how much 200 items is, I think is really going to be eye-opening. But I am feeling, I know I've said it before, but I can feel it. It's slow moving. Certain areas of my house feel better than others, or areas that I've made more progress in, but I can just feel it. I feel a little bit more organized. I just feel better. I can tell it's slow progress. I wish it was moving faster. I wish I had more time to devote to this every day. But really, guys, I'm just following along with this, the same thing I'm telling you every day. As I do these, as I come up with the video ideas, and as I work through the 10 items a day declutter, that's really what I'm accomplishing right now. And just knowing how good it's feeling is crazy. I have rambled enough. I will see you guys again soon. Hashtag Atypical Declutter. Obviously, I love hearing from you guys and talking to you in the comments below, and I will see you again soon. Bye.